A Modern Christmas Tale by David Rubury. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, except for a mouse. It moved to and fro so lively and quick, with a tap and a drag and a swift double click. The children were nestled at home with their phones, and with laptops and tablets and high-flying drones. My son, dressed in sweats with his blue baseball cap, had just settled down with his iPad and apps. I smiled to my kids and asked, "How was your day? What'd you do? Who'd you see? What have you to say?" Lindsay moved not an inch, staying focused instead, while visions of Candy Crush danced in her head. And for DJ the same, it's as if he was hexed, with no talking or chatting except by a text. They sat 6 feet away but just stared at their screens, as if robots or statues or glass figurines. What happened to days when the kids played outside, on playgrounds with seesaws and swing sets and slides? Now they jump and they sprint and they play on the floor, but only on Xbox and PlayStation 4. When out in the den there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my chair to see what was the matter. It was Dee who shared her concern with a frown, and I knew in a moment the Wi-Fi was down. Lindsay turned with a jerk, finding someone to blame. Then she whistled and shouted and called them by name. No iPad, no YouTube, no streaming devices, no Netflix, no Roku, no digital vices. "No problem," I said. "Let's have family fun. Let's talk about stories of when I was young." Then the eye rolls they came, and to no one's surprise came a series of groans and a pair of deep sighs. So without bites of data we sat on the floor. Then the kids thought of something they hadn't before. Maybe fun can be had without gadgets galore, only family and friends, and with nothing else more. So we danced and we sang in each room in the hall, without Facebook or Snapchat or hashtags at all, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a merry old elf with a sack full of gear. A bundle of cables he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. He spoke not a word but went straight to his work, grabbing Ethernet cables and sharing a smirk. A burnt-out wire he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke, it encircled his head like a wreath. With a wink of his eye and a twist of his head, our family soon knew we had nothing to dread. Then the lights on the router lit up like a tree, producing 8 gigabytes of data, plus 3. His belly shook as he laughed, all jolly and plump, making Christmas great again, like Donald J. Trump. And laying aside several presents with bows, after giving a nod, up the chimney he rose, and I heard him exclaim ere he dashed out of sight, "Merry Christmas to all, and to all enough bites."